guys. What's going on today? Ah, hi, Amanda. I can't get the camera right today. I can't do it. Good morning. How are you? Let me grab my book. I need my book. Okay. How is everybody? Welcome, welcome. Happy day. Happy Tuesday. What's going on, friend? Whew. What a week. It's already Tuesday. Feels like Friday. So, I'm glad you've got your coffee. This is good. Coffee is important. I just went and got some coffee myself. And I got to, hi, Thrifting Globe. How are you? Good morning. I got to meet a friend from the internet today. Hi, Stacy. I got to meet Larissa. Her handle, I think it's vintage from Canada on WhatNot, but I got to meet her. She's here in town, and we went and had coffee this morning. It was super awesome. She's so nice. Her name's Larissa, and it was lovely. So I'm all jazzed up. Hi, Jessie. Oh, you're getting stuff done? What are you getting done? Guys, I need reverse lists. So when you come in, toss out your reverse list. A reverse list is things you've already gotten accomplished today. So we need to celebrate the wins that have already been accomplished. Oh no. Well, hugs, Amanda. Oh, Colleen, your first show is tomorrow and you're a little harried. It's okay. That's a total normal feeling. Absolutely normal. Just take a deep breath, load your stuff, get it all set out and ready, and you'll do just fine. Yay! Make the bed and put on real pants. Smash hearts for Amanda. Yay! And Stacy, Ethel Ann, said, pulled all my shows, promoted, uploaded WhatNot show, and laundry. Woo! Stacy is killing it already. It's 10:30 and she's gotten stuff done. Hey, girl. It's cool. You can get stuff done in your robe. You can get stuff done in your pajamas. It don't matter. You can get stuff done naked, but we won't go there. My husband is lovely and he does laundry. So he did laundry yesterday. So very happy about that. Let's see, what have I gotten accomplished today? Well, I promoted this show on Instagram. What else did I do? I did nothing else. Well, I got dressed. I put on makeup. I brushed my hair, brushed my teeth. I went and had coffee with a friend. It was awesome. Hi, Starla. Hi, Donna. Hi, Dark Hearts. Woohoo! Laundry's almost done. Good morning, sunshine. How are you? It's nice to see you. So yeah, welcome to Let's Get It Done, you guys. Busy morning, always busy. Never a dull morning moment. Yeah. Holy Moses. I look a little crazy today. So today is Tuesday, the 7th. Have to plan. Right? Robe and coffee sounds perfect. I wish I could go back to sleep because I really want to go back to sleep. But I have things to do. So maybe I'll work a nap into my list, because to be productive, you have to be well rested, right? So naps are okay. Hi, Yellow Dog. How are you? I know. I only have a few things to pack from yesterday. So I have to get packing done. So I'm going to start my list that I need to do today. And I've got my handy dandy planner. Writing it down helps. If having it digital helps you better, then toss everything in your phone and your calendar. Or as a reminders list. However works for you best is what you should do. Just because I write it down in a journal doesn't mean you should. All right, so Donna's list today is day job, lunch, more day job, live show tonight. Woo! Hear that. Hey, Amanda, you take the wins, right? Small wins. She'll walk, but her hair is messy. You know, like I stopped fighting with kids. He has hair that's longer than mine. He has more hair than me. He's crazy. And he does not like to brush it. And it's a fight. Commit to scheduled shows. Yes. That is huge. Talk about accountability right there. Hi, Gigi. Good morning. Hi, Susan. That is a solid win. So that's a big thing with accountability. If you sign up for a show or if you schedule a show, do the show. That's simple. It's really simple. We all make it a lot more complicated, but it really isn't. Oh no, Starla. My little dude was having a bit of a panic attack this morning too. He's writing a story and he's not getting it done. So he's freaking out that he's going to be a failure. Like he goes from 0 to 60 in like 15 seconds. It's like, this is the problem, and then the world is going to end. He's 11. I feel like that's pretty normal. Hi, Elsie. So, and I don't know where all this pressure comes from. We don't tell him that you need to get an A, you need to get a good grade. Like he's writing this sci-fi story. That was the assignment. And it has to be at least 3 chapters. His first chapter is 8 pages. And he's worried he's not going to get it done by tomorrow because he's only a page and a half into chapter 2. And I said, Gibson, you don't need to do 8-page chapters. Like he's that kid. He's like me. He's like, well, this is what I was told I can do. And they didn't give me a limit. So I'm going to do the most. I'm going to do the most. And so I'm trying to you did your best. Yeah, that's enough. It's not going to be, there's no such thing as perfect. You need to calm, he gets some panic attacks sometimes. And the only thing that helps is I tell him, okay, start counting. It gives them something to focus on. Or name 3 things in the room. Name 5 things in the room. It gets their attention on something else, a distraction, right? To kind of break that fury of emotion. So it gets them to slow down and realize, okay, wait, logic creeping in. It's okay. Everything's fine. I can be all right. Sour candies work? Is that right? We the square breaths? Oh, I don't know what square breaths are. Oh, we just take deep breaths. So I'm gonna have to try that. Amanda. Oh my goodness. Faza, Amy, what's up, friends? Welcome to the show. So we were just randomly tangenting about our kids and how they feel like they're going through insanity when really to us it's a molehill and to them it's a mountain. So I'm sure we feel like that as adults as well with certain things like listing your show, or you've scheduled yourself for too many shows and now you're like, okay, now I got to list them, but can I pack it all? Am I going to be able to get it done? Like you got to compartmentalize a little bit. You got to break it up into thoughts and just do one thing at a time. It's just like anything else in the world. You are one person. You have 2 hands. What can you get done right now? Oh, 4-second breathe in, hold 4 seconds, breathe out 4 seconds. Oh, okay. I will try that. We've always worked with breathing. And I was into yoga for a hot minute, for a long time. And so breathing and all that obviously is entwined with yoga. So we'll do yoga stretches. and we'll breathe, and I'll make sure that he's breathing, and it helps. He won't do the stretch, but he'll breathe. So afraid to schedule my show because my daughter is so unpredictable. I can understand that you're you have no way of controlling the situation. You can't say, okay, for sure today, for this hour, I'm going to be able to be present and accountable for the people that enter my room. But sometimes the best laid plans go awry, and we have to be okay with that. You live in a real place with real problems and real things that happen to you. So if your daughter needs your help, then we need to, then we explain to the chat, hey, give me a second, 1 second, or whatever it may be, or have them help. I'm not sure how that would work for you, but these are just spitballing ideas. But you got to be okay with there being a hiccup. And I feel like if we're prepared for hiccups, they're less stressful. Yeah, there are a lot of people that are very understanding. Like, this is the perfect example. Seriously, people are very understanding. The moody mommy, Ashley, she has a son. His name is Isaac. He's adorable, and he wants to help all the time. So if you watch her show, you're probably going to hear and or see Isaac at some point, because he needs the attention too. And he's a really good kid. He helps, he behaves, he shows stuff sometimes. He's very sweet. And we all love that, because it's a real interaction. It's okay. We're not all in one little bubble where we can just do what we want without interruption. I had interruptions last night during my show. My kid wanted a Roblox code that got sent to my email. Like, come on. I'm live, but you're going to come in here and ask for my email. So know that the people will support you, and that we're here to be kind and understanding, not terrors. Oh, for sure. Yeah, and another adult would be very helpful. Right. See, there you go. So I think you can do it. It's just a matter of logistics, right? Dark arts, right? They always need something. It doesn't matter how old they are, how young they are, what their issues are. They're like, hey, I'm more important than whatever you're doing. Pay attention. It's so funny. Oh my God. But so yeah, so I put up a poll. What do you want to accomplish this month? So this is, I want to talk about goals a little bit today. Oh, yeah, right? You're like, what do I do now? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. This was the biggest thing that changed my way of thinking. Because I was very much a worrywart, and everything, the sky was falling. Okay? I was the worst. I was like, but this is going to happen, and what if, and what if? The punches are going to come. You just need to learn to roll with them with a fresh attitude. Like, the difference between an ordeal and an adventure is your attitude. So you could be driving somewhere and your internet goes out and you're lost and you have no directions and there's nobody close by. You're freaking out, right? You can either see that as a terrible experience and, oh my God, we're lost, we're never going to get out of here. Or you could be like, oh my God, we're going to find somewhere new. We're going to come across something we've never seen before. We're going to find a new spot. We're going to find our way back to the main road. You just got to change the script. And the more you flip the script to be more positive oriented, it's just going to start flowing. All the good. It's about manifestation. And I know a lot of people are like, that's hippy dippy baloney. I get it. But manifestation works because you're telling yourself positive things and saying things are already happening and already done. That gives you a different source of power in your brain, and you just go. And things start happening. When you start seeing the world through rose-colored glasses that sometimes get a little dirty, it's gonna be so much. It's like a weight gets lifted off your chest. You're like, okay. It's like you just accept the fact that there's going to be an issue, and I'm sure you have. This is not new information for you. You're not. I'm not a guru. I don't have the answers, but it rewrites your brain pathways. That's why we talked about last week talking to yourself in a mirror and giving yourself positive reinforcement. I am strong. I am a badass. I can do this. I can list this show. I can clean this room. It's already done. The more you say that, the more it becomes real. It's our own magic that we don't use because we think it's silly. Stop thinking it's silly. It's not silly. It works. Sounds like you may have some NLP training. I have no idea what that is. So I don't think I have that training. I just spend a lot of time in my own head. Colleen, but thanks. My therapist told me to post a photo of myself from when I was little and talk to little you. That's amazing. Neuro-linguistic programming, retraining your pathways. Yeah, right. I read a lot about it. I mean, I am a completely different human than I was 7 years ago. I really am. I've always been outgoing to an extent, once I got older. But in the last 7 years, I have really flipped the script for myself. And I'm like, I'm awesome. I can get it done. These things aren't hard. They're just difficult. And bumps and bruises are part of the journey. And I accept them. And the whole world changed. People changed. The way I interact with people changed. Like, it's when you start really encouraging yourself to be what you see yourself as, even if it's just, I'm awesome and I did a good job today. That's all you need. A little bit every day makes a big difference. So, you're right. We all have damage. I've got baggage and damage and all that stuff. But pushing it into a corner doesn't make us accountable for that, does it? So you got to pull the problem forward, the thing that's bothering you, the thing that you think is an ordeal, and look at it in a different perspective. Just try. It's not it doesn't just happen. That would be amazing if it did. We would all be gold star people, but these things take time. And I think that's, as you get older, you realize that. You realize that all this self-love and self-motivation, it was all hype when you were younger, but when you get older, it really sinks in and you're like, you know what? I am good. I'm enough the way I am. I don't need to change who I am to present myself to other people because this is me and I am okay with that. I love me. Yes, a change in perspective creates miracles. Absolutely. Tina, good morning. Hi, Sarah. Yeah, and Little Miss, you are a person too, right? We're not bots. We're not inanimate objects. We have feelings. So get it out. If you have to yell at yourself in the mirror, do it. Like, whatever it takes to help break the cycle of, I can't get this done. I'm so behind. Oh my God. How am I going to get this done? My car broke down. We don't have money for groceries. Whatever it is, that's like the end of the world terrible stuff. If you think, okay, well, How can I make money for groceries? How can I get the car fixed? Let's find solutions. Let's not dwell on the problem, because the more we dwell, the worse it gets. And then it never gets taken care of anyway. Right? So, that's right. Hello. Hi, Mama Kids. Hi, Hazy. Hot Mama's in the house. And I will always be your cheerleader. Always. If you need to pick me up, that's what today is. That's what Tuesdays are. You're having a rough day, come talk. Let's get it out. Let's pull you up out of the mess, the muck. And we're going to help get you moving forward. It's such a spiral. Well, what'd you do on Friday? Was it fun or are you being sarcastic? I can't read sarcasm always in a chat form. I would have to hear you say that. I have tears. I'm having a down day and found you. Oh, Tina. Hugs. Big hugs for Tina. Everybody smash hearts for Tina. Let's give her some love. She needs the support today. We are all here for you. It's okay. Everything's going to be okay. Because you're a strong individual who can get it done. You can take the steps necessary to accomplish anything you put your mind to. Anything. Whether it's putting on pants or opening a store, you have the power to do it. Oh my. The same hand glider boyfriend. What? I thought this was the paper show. It's going to be a day. Need to rescue Dan. His alternator went out on the service truck. Oh, bye. Tell Dan we said hi. I'm sorry. Go get it done. Yes, Pancake. That's right. Life is short. Be kind to each other and yourself. Always, it takes nothing to be nice. It's free. It's free. It's also free to be a jerk. But that's not what we are. We're good people. We're nice people. And we spread nice and we spread love. And the more we do it, the more it's going to infect others. So, random acts of kindness, just being there. Sometimes that's all it takes. The paper show. The paper show was Friday. Yes, I did the Friday show for paper on WhatNot here. I did another paper show somewhere else yesterday. Free, but not desirable. That's right. I'm coming to infect you with love. There's this meme that I saw ages ago. And it was this young boy and girl. And she jumps onto him and latches onto him like a koala. And she's like, you showed me affection. I'm your problem now. And I was like, that's perfect. That's exactly my personality. You showed you like me. You're nice to me. Oh, you're in for it, kid. Because you're going to get all the love. Absolutely. Hands down every time. Right? Like when you have a bad day, you got to find joy in the small stuff. It's not always going to be big, huge accomplishments, right? It's going to be small wins that get you to that mountain. There's a kid's book called Pout Pout Fish. Oh, I'll have to read it. I've seen that one. Hi, Amanda. So yeah, goals are important, but you gotta not overwhelm yourself. So look at that. What do you want to accomplish this month? So most of you say organizing your space. Next, everybody wants to get into a routine. And one person wants to learn a new hobby. If you're in here, tell me what hobby, because I'm interested now. Organizing space. So, I just reorganized again. As a reseller, I organize and reorganize my inventory at least once a week. It's the only way it stays organized. If you do it once and then never again, what are you doing? As a reseller, your inventory changes, right? You're constantly flowing in and out, probably more in than out sometimes, because we all like to shop, right? So, do you have a process for getting the items from the bag, from the thrift store, and onto your shelf? Is there anything that goes between the bag and the shelf? You know, like you have to think of it. Hold on a second. Let me regain my thought here. So, organization starts, if you're a reseller, at the beginning. It's when you get the thing, right? Now you have this and you have this. Now you have to find a space on the shelf for it. You have to find out what it is if you need to research it. So you have to do research. And you have to wash it and make sure it's clean. And then it can go on the shelf. So that's the process of from the thrift store to the room. Now, there are plenty of people that I know that will inventory their items. So after they do all that, they take pictures, they enter it into a spreadsheet with the cost, where they got it, and it goes on the shelf. Now, your shelves, first of all, you need shelves. Choose how you want to arrange them. What works for your brain? You know, like, is it all glass in one space going to do? Or do you have to color code the glass? What's your brain say? Yeah, shelves are very, very useful because then stuff isn't in boxes. It's not on the floor. It's not stacked up where you can't find it. So buy the tools. If you don't have the tools, it's going to be really, really, really hard to stay organized. Right. And it's totally normal. Countertops were meant to be messy, but you need to also know where everything goes at the end of the day. Everything needs a home. That is my theory for organization. Everything has a home. And as long as it stays in that home, every time you take it out and you put it back in the same place, you'll always know where it is. But it's a habit. You have to do it over and over and over and over and over. You can't just do it once and be like, all right. You have to put it back in the same spot every time. I'm trying to find a permanent spot for my flashlights because every time I'm live, I go, where's my stick? It's never in the same place twice. I am terrible at that. So I need to find a forever home for my damn stick. So that when I need to show something that glows, I can just go, boom. Not go, okay, guys, hold on, let me find that's lack of organization, lack of planning, not having the things ready that you need to. Totes, because I share my office with my spare bedroom. That works. If you know where the things are in the totes and they're easily accessible, if you don't have shelves, then that's absolutely fine. Label the outside of the tote. Or have a tote for smalls or animals, however you want to organize that makes sense for you based on the type of shows that you host. So, new purchases go on my big table until photographed and listed. Then they get put away by category. Oh, desk. Best thing I've ever bought are those silverware drawers. Seriously. For paper, it's my hero. That's not my bin. Literally. So it's my buy it now for paper. So if I've shown it and it's now in a buy it now section, it all goes in one thing. Here, I'll show you. Boop, 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 boop. So this is my paper bin. So it's just happens to be wooden. So all the small stuff. So all my CDVs, the tin types, little Kodak color photographs. I have a pack of cards. Then I've got my leather I need to list, but they're here so they stay clean and organized. All of this stuff is already listed. All of this stuff is already listed. These are postcard lots. So I break up lots and I put them in bags. And then that's a lot. If I was even more organized, they would also be labeled. But they're not. And then all of my cabinet cards are in here. Anything larger sits behind here that would be in the buy it now. So this helps keep me organized. And not only that, to where I do my shows. You got to make it really easy and really simple for your, you know what I mean? So here, hold on. And then where is that? Hold on, I'm looking for something that I was like, I need. Oh, this. Heidi from Heidi's Hodgepodgery. This is amazing. This is one of those envelope files. So this is filled with all kinds of ephemera that is like loose or onesies or weird or doesn't go in a real category. And I don't have a bag for it. So it's in here. It stays clean. It stays organized and flat. And if I need something, I can just open this up during a live and sift through very easily. Okay, this would be great for crafts too, like lace and that sort of thing. Small pieces of paper, whatever. The accordion files are wonderful for storage and organization. Oh, constant wind. Right, photo boxes. That's amazing. And then my shelves are constantly flowing and changing. Right now, that top shelf with all the glass, not the one on the top, that's all my stuff at the very, very top. Next shelf down, that's all for one show that I'm having in June. So that's it. There's a glass show I'm doing, and that's all in June. So that's up there. And then the next one is really just randomness because that's where I'm at right now. And then the next shelf are all of my smalls, and I have little risers that help me see all of them, but it also helps me hold more. So I can hold 3 times as much on that shelf because I have risers than I could if it was just the shelf. Yes, they do look pretty. I agree. And then the next shelf, this thinner one, I've got shows pulled. So I've got paper shows, I've got a mini show, I've got a show tonight. And then I moved all my art because I never showed any of it. I've never put it in a show because it's been in this tub. It's just been sitting in this tub. And if it sits in this tub, I'm never going to sell it. It's just going to collect dust. But now I said, you know what? I'm going to flip the script and I'm going to start adding art to all of my shows because I always pick it up. So what am I doing to myself? You know what I mean? So if you notice you have a whole lot of stuff, like right now, look at all that art. I could do an art show tomorrow and just sell all of that art, right? This also helps you see what kind of inventory you have. Like over there, it's hard to see. But that's where all my bigger pieces and things that are going to the booth live. So, sorry, you're all tangled up in my foot right now. I know TLC, Jess, she uses totes a whole lot because she's got a great basement, but it doesn't have a lot of shelves. So she uses totes and she labels the outside so that she knows what's in them because having a stack of totes with no idea what is in there is stressful. Then you're like, well, did I miss something? Should I list it? Do I even have that? And sometimes you'll buy 2 of something that you already have because it's stuffed in a tote that you don't look in. So make sure you're accountable for your inventory. Good job, Jess. So you want to make sure that when you bring it in to your space, whatever it may be, that it's clean and ready to show. If you can, I suggest, this is what I do. I take a bunch of pictures and they're in my phone with measurements. I've started adding the ruler. So I've taken pictures with the ruler both ways so that in my posts now you can see the measurements in real life. So it gives you a better perspective of what size the product is. And people really like that. So I make sure that I measure and I add it to the listing. Because if I want to buy this unicorn and I think that it's this big and then it arrives and it's this big, it's not going to go in the space I prepared it for. So, make sure that you're accountable and you do thorough listings. People appreciate it a lot. I've gotten a lot of feedback on that. That thank you for putting measurements. Thank you for, telling me how big it was. I needed something smaller. I needed something bigger. It's all about being transparent, right? So once you get it into your room, now you got to keep it organized. You got to put it on a shelf or in a tote where you can find it. And that like things with like things. That's what I do. So smalls with smalls, art with art. I try to do, ceramics with ceramics, glass with glass. That way, when I just scan my inventory, I have an easier time finding things or seeing what I have. Oh, hi. How are you? Caw. Welcome, friends. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Very, very grateful. I did put stuff in the bin today, and it's all new. So if you feel the need to buy something nice for yourself, go into the bin. Check it out. I'm doing good. I'm a little spazzy, but that's normal. What's not normal about that? Amanda's being spazzy. Weird. It's because I just drank this whole coffee. For travel, beer boxes. Yes. Label boxes based on what genre? Soda, condiments. Absolutely. Absolutely, Amanda. All a good idea. That's fantastic. I sold beer and wine for a long time. And yeah, beer and wine boxes are legit for holding stuff. They're not going to fall apart. They're tough. Also, if you can find any bakery boxes, like if you can find a cookie dough box or a Danish dough box from a restaurant or something, usually those things are shipped frozen. So the boxes are thicker and way less susceptible to damage. They're just stronger boxes. So if you sell a lot of fragile things, maybe haunting your favorite restaurant or bakery might be a good idea for boxes that are large and sturdy and free. But honestly, I'm going to talk about shipping for a second. That is the worst part of shipping. I know the dividers are so helpful. So helpful. Like all the glassware. Just boop, boop, boop. Yes. You just drank a rock star. Whee! Shipping is where I think most of us get slowed down. One, it's a tedious task. Two, it takes time to find all the right things to fit that thing in a door box. But you have to have an organized setup to be much faster at shipping. I do 6 to 8 shows in a week, and everything is shipped out within 2 days at the very most. It's usually the next day it goes out. Because my shipping area is finally organized. If it wasn't organized, it would be a nightmare. It would take me days to ship. Gumby, how are you? So while we all love saving boxes and reusing materials, which I do constantly, right? This is a change. So you're used to going and setting something up. Now you just have to pull it out and then you sell it individually. It is a different concept, right? Well, I'm glad to hear that, Gumby. Living the dream. It's great to reuse packaging and stuff that you get and do that. I encourage that. However, yeah, shipping center in the closet under our stairs closet has made stuff so much easier. Right. It is for your benefit that you buy boxes. Literally. I know that everybody wants to make as much money as they can. However, if the product doesn't show up in the piece it's meant to, it's not going to be a return customer. So don't use a crappy box. If it's crappy, throw it away or cut it up and use it for, padding or whatever. Buy boxes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different sizes that I order and keep on hand. Because you don't know, as a vintage decor seller, what box to put these things in. So you have to have the ability to say, okay, well, this is going to fit in a 7x7x7, but this one is going to fit in a 12x8x6. And you need to have those, because trying to find an Amazon box that's a 12x8x6 in your stack of boxes is going to take you 15 minutes. Or you can just grab the box off the shelf. Save the boxes that you know you can use. Get rid of the other ones. They're just fodder. Hi friends, welcome. Where do you get your boxes? I get my boxes from Walmart. I get my boxes from Supply Hut. And I get packaging from Amazon. So I use 3 different sources. There is no such thing. Oh, and I use American Bubble Boy for bubble wrap because it's the cheapest. Of course, I'll always share. Hi, Charity. Right, there you go. Gumby, that's genius. Break down the boxes and organize by size. Label the shelf. Be like, this is what this size is. But not everybody has space like that, right? So you have to get creative. Like Bish did. She put stuff in the closet. As long as you have a center where everything is, where you can grab and go easily. And I think a lot of this stems from my culinary upbringing. It's all mise en place, guys. You just have to get everything in its place, in its own home, right? And then everything is smooth sailing. Oh, Chelsea guys said hi. Caca. Hi, Wonder Woman. Oh, you're cute. Thank you. So, set up a station. I have bins underneath an 8-foot table. They hold my recycled bubble wrap. They hold my new bubble wrap. They hold tissue paper and then packing paper. That's recycled. I order sheets of paper that I wrap in. Those are just on top of the counter because that's what works for me. I'm sick of bending over. My back hurts and it ain't going to get better. So unless I adjust it for my situation, it's going to be a pain in the ass. I just want to be able to walk through my living room. That's a fabulous goal. I'm sorry I didn't put that one in the poll. I have not bought a box in the 2 years I have been selling, but I am a very small time real estate. Right. But that's if you're doing a lot of shows and you have varied size items, it's going to be beneficial to you to buy boxes so that the stress level is non-existent. And because that's a big deal when you're getting stuff done and you're being accountable for you have to take care of you too. If you're going to suffer through shipping and you're going to hate it and it's so time consuming and everything is falling apart and the world is over, you see what I'm saying? We're snowballing. We don't want to snowball into this negative self-talk. If you set yourself up for success, guess what? It's gonna happen that way. And you're gonna feel so much better. Hello, friends. Welcome to the show. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Snake Eyes. Who else is here? Sarah! Right. When you have limited time, if you work a full-time job and then you do this, organization, especially in your shipping area, is insanely important because then it only takes an hour as opposed to 3. Look at that. You're literally shipping right now. That's good. That's good. I need to pack a couple things, but I'm giving my back a break. It's been a rough week. It's Tuesday. So yeah. So does that make sense? All the shipping mamma jamma I just spit out of my mouth. Thank you. Good. So yeah, it's important. And this has taken me years to, I mean, I've been doing this 4 years now. When I first started, it was a nightmare. It took forever to pack anything because everything was everywhere. I did it in my living room. I didn't have a space in my dining room. So my dining room table was half vintage, half family. We can eat over here, but don't touch anything on the table. The struggle is real. Absolutely. And that's why we're here to help get it done. Right. So bug your sister. Be like, dude, they're going to go out the window if you don't move your boxes. I need to walk through my living room. You know? Hi, Banana Bird. 3 areas. Look at that. So he moves from space to space. You have a massive warehouse, Gumby. I drool. I wish one day I'll have that much space. But I've always had like a 400 square foot room to work out of. Oh, you ship from home. Okay. Hi, yes. How are you? Welcome. So you just want to, whatever works for you, but you need to have all your stuff together and ready. Your bubble wrap, your paper, your tape, your thank you cards, your scale, your tape gun, scotch tape too, if you need it. If you use saran wrap, you need that there. You need packing paper, you need boxes. So all of those things need to be in one area and organized in some fashion to make it work for your brain. And then your world's going to change as far as reseller. Jesse, that's true. Who has a living room and is a reseller? Jealous. For sure. I mean, right now my living room is chock full of stuff, not for home. Because I'm moving into another booth. I'm gonna have 2 booths running here starting in June. Oh, Jesse, how nice. You inventory your shipping materials after each shipping event to see if I need to reorder. Yes, staying on top of your product so you don't run out like mid-pack. That is the worst feeling when you've got like one thing left and you go to grab the bubble wrap and you grab the last 2 sheets and you're like, that's not enough. You did it to yourself. Accept the fact that you didn't order it. It's okay. Go online, order it, go to the store, buy it, whatever you need to do. Accept that you made a mistake. It's okay to make mistakes. My office and garage are a train wreck. Yes, reclaim it. I'm still unpacking boxes from my dad's house and my old house. Oh my goodness. That's awful. I wish I could come over and help you. It's fun. It's like a giant unboxing. Again, it's that looking at it with a different perspective. Is it an ordeal or is it an adventure? It's your attitude toward whatever the project is how, it affects it severely. Yeah, right. Spare time. Right? You've cleaned out so much. You've already done so much. And yet there's still this. So you will get there. You've done it. You can do it again. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like when I first moved in this house, obviously everything was packed. I brought all of the stuff that belonged in this room It filled the boxes, filled the 8-foot table to the ceiling, plus more on the floor. I had an insane amount of inventory to unpack, organize, and put away. How long do you think that took me? It definitely works. Flipping the script works. And it's fun to dig through. A year, a week. This is good. It took me 2 weeks to unpack and organize. Because not only are you unpacking the thing, I'm the neurotic one who will save the bubble wrap. I will save the paper. That's still good. I just used it to move it. So then I'm organizing into bins. This is paper. This is bubble wrap. This is tissue. This is where the thing goes. And since then, I've moved my room around 3 times. I've been here a year. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You got to move the stuff to adjust to what works for you. Don't be afraid to take it all out and start over. I did that. It was insane and I'm crazy, but I did that. I took everything out of the room. I flipped the shelves from one side of the room to the other. Put my table somewhere different. I created a new space for lives. And this finally feels good. Hi, Owl's Nest. How are you? Well, yeah, you need to sell it all too, but you can't sell it if you can't find it. Oh, no. Don't. You're not alone. Hold on. Facing a potential dilemma. My building I have been in for almost 9 years, rent is up for sale. Oh. Ooh. So are you thinking about purchasing the building or finding a new place? A mixed state, rapid cycle, bipolar, endless changing the room. Right. Our house has been saved from furniture rearranging because I have to rearrange stock every week. It like calms that part of my brain. So I'm okay. I don't need to move the furniture as much. Oh God, that's a lot of money. That's how I felt when we had the chocolate shop and they were going to sell the building. They offered us the building. They're like, just buy it. And I was like, They wanted $500,000. And I was like, I make chocolate. I don't have $500,000. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's cray cray. Yeah, just write a check. It might bounce. But it'll be there. The check. Do you take Monopoly money? What's acceptable here? It's tough. Yeah, commercial is disgustingly expensive. We are tossing, my husband and I. We're contemplating opening our own space again because we miss each other and we love working together and we are really good as a team. 3 acres of land. Oh, there's more. Well, see there, that's whole different. That's totally different. That's totally different, Gumby. That's huge. Yeah. So we're looking into grants and stuff like that. We're still very, very early in the planning stages. But there could be a fun thing coming to fruition in the next year. So I'm very excited. Life has gotten turned upside down in the last month for us. Hi, Moody. So it's given us a lot of time to think and really realize that when you work, it's a whole chunk of your life, right? So you better like it. And you better like the people that you're there with. Because otherwise, that work is going to be a giant negative, toxic place for you. And you don't want most of your day, your life in a toxic environment. If the job sucks, leave the job. Find a new one. You're badass. You can do it. So, hi, Moody. I love you. Oh, my husband and I, we worked together for 10 years, uh, daily, face to face, in and out. We ran the business. So we love it. We have the same, we don't have the same brain. We are opposites. We don't have the same brain, but we're both cancers and we bounce off each other. So, hi, Susan. There you go. You love your job, but looking for everybody. Yeah, I would love to retire one of these days. But I'll probably do this forever. What am I talking about? Can you imagine? Can you imagine me not doing this? This is weird. That would be weird if I didn't do this, right? So I want to give you guys a heads up. Speaking of, since I said my whole life is turning upside down, I got a full-time job that I'm starting next week. So, see, that's as grown-ups, we think about that and we take the dive for the kids. We're like, all right, well, we're gonna do it for you. Here we go. That's awesome, Amanda. That's fantastic. So thank you, Charity. So I'm a patient care specialist at Rise, which is the local dispensary here in Cleveland. So I have a lot of knowledge on the subject because I used to make edibles. I worked for a company that did that. So they were like, oh, you know what a terpene is? Come on down. I have no idea. Orientation is Monday. Probably not because it's regulated by the state, but we'll see. But everything is changing from medical to adult use. So they're hiring a bunch of people. The business I'm working for is building a brand new building next door that's larger. So, I mean, this is a whole new business in Ohio as far as recreational. So, yeah. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait. I love talking to people. I love helping people. And that's exactly what this job is I get to help people with their pain and their suffering and their headaches and their nausea. And I get to bring sunshine and joy to anyone that walks in that building because that's my job. And I think I can do that. They're going to love me. Yeah. There's always something, be that ray of sunshine for somebody today. Just smile at them, compliment their hair, their shirt, their shoes, their sticker on their book, whatever it is. Say something nice to somebody. Thank you, Gumby. Right, Keela, right. It's going to explode. They just built a new one at the end of my street. So, I have 3 within driving distance. 10 minutes. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you, little miss. It's super fun. So I'm excited. I'm nervous. Not because I don't think I can do the job. I'm worried about you guys. Yeah, that was my first thought. Was how am I going to work my reseller schedule into my new schedule? Because I have no idea. So just bear with me the next few weeks until I get things settled. Then I can schedule regular shows and that sort of thing. So right now it's been a lot of like pop-up, throw it on the feed. Like I did a paper show on Friday, but it wasn't advertised for very long because I was like, well, I have the time. I'm just going to do it. So look for pop-ups because that's probably what it's going to be the next few weeks. I won't be able to plan. The things that I've already committed to, I'm committed to, and I've told them, and that's done. But I appreciate that. It's just, I worry. I'm like, you guys are going to be like, Candyland, whatever. Yes, I'm still coming to Springfield. Yeah. Because, but that's the doubt that creeps in, right? We all have that. I have that. Like if I disappear for 2 weeks, people are going to forget who I am and what I sell and if it's any good or if you can trust me. Like that is a serious thought that goes through my head. I'm like, I can't I can't take 2 weeks because I'll be irrelevant in 2 weeks. That's got to stem from childhood trauma somewhere, I'm sure. I know, 10 days. It's crazy. Aw. Yes, I will. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. This is what I want to do. The job is something I'm doing for my family because you got to do what you got to do. Right? I know it's terrible thinking. But then I think I've pretty much burned the unicorn image into everybody's brain at this point. So I think I'll be all right for 2 weeks. Like the logic steps in and be like, girl, just relax. Relax. You know, the world isn't going to end if you don't go live 6 times a week. I can't believe I said that out loud. I don't know if I believe that. But if I say it more, maybe I will. Positive thinking, right? So right, it is a big pressure of social media. Like if you're not in it and on it all the time, then you don't exist. So and I'm very neurotic about all that. When you multicast, it counts as double, right? So yeah, so I multicast all my shows to YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. What was I going to say? Oh, it gave me, so YouTube sends you emails about your analytics and say, hey, this is what you did this week. This is what you did this month. So I did 36 shows in April. It's like, you did 36 lives. And I was like, wow. Yeah. So I did 36 lives in April. I've never counted. So yeah, and I didn't go live every day. But I did doubles and triples on some days. So 36 shows in 1 month. That's what I'm used to. So trying to cut that down, it feels like I have nothing on the schedule. Hi Dee Dee, hi Chris. So, sometimes you just fight yourself when you're trying to get stuff done. Like you're fighting the mental battle, the angel and the devil. You could take a nap. No, you have to get it done. I don't know. Now I'm just spitballing. But yeah. And yesterday I spent my morning bagging and tagging 75 smalls for my booth. So not only do I have the online stuff, I have real life stuff. So figuring out how I'm going to balance that is going to be interesting. So I got to see, okay, this is my work schedule. This is my reseller schedule. This is when I need to go to the booth. And I have to work at the booth once a month. So all kinds of juggles. All kinds of juggling, you know? You gotta, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Taking time for yourself. I'm glad a couple of you said that. Accomplishing that this month is important. Accomplishing that anytime is important. If you don't take care of you, everything else falls apart. In all reality. Go to the doctor. Make the appointment. Don't put it off. Whatever it is, take care of yourself. You get one body. You don't get to trade it in. I wish you could, but you can't. It'll catch up. Yeah. Hi, Donna. Hi, Tara. So, what does take time for yourself mean to you? What does that mean? Tell me what you think that is. Because I feel like everybody has a different interpretation of that line. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Kirka. for me, taking care of myself means making sure I shower, because it's very easy. Like, I'm a clean human, don't get me wrong, but showering takes time, so it's always the last thing on the list. So taking a shower is taking care of myself. So I make sure that I do it now, so that it's very refreshing. It helps me move along my day. Taking care of myself means making the doctor's appointments that I need to, and actually going to take care of my body, because I'm not a doctor. Okay, so it's a day with zero responsibility to anyone but myself. That's fantastic. That's a great day. That's a great example of taking care of yourself, where you just can just be a lump if you want to be a lump, or get up and go and do something. But it doesn't matter, because it's your day and you get to do it however you want to do it. Sometimes showering takes a lot of energy, and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to go to bed. So I understand. Yeah, quiet time. Ultimately, that's what I think it is. It's just bringing yourself some sort of peace in whatever form encourages that feeling to you. So, having a quiet house for a day with no interruptions, just you, is taking time for yourself. Going to the doctor and making sure your body is taken care of is another. You know, my quiet time is after everybody goes to sleep. I'm a night owl. I hate mornings. Never going to change. So once my boys go to bed, my husband and my son, I sit on the porch and I look at my phone. I have a cocktail. I stare out at the world. I think about things. I usually put headphones on and listen to music. And I try and do that every night. No matter what time it is, I'll go out there at midnight. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you got to decompress. Yes, right, Amanda? Just driving. Windows down, stereo up, nobody else in the car. You can sing to yourself. It's very therapeutic. So whatever it is, take at least, I'm going to say, an hour a day to decompress, to relax, to take time for yourself. Because again, it's like a habit. You have to keep doing it to keep doing it. Right? It's very hard, because you're like, I could get so much more stuff done. I have to tell myself to stop listing things. Because, like I said, I take pictures in advance. I have a mound of photos on my phone. So if I'm sitting outside and I'm just relaxing, I'm like, well, I'll just list a couple things. And then my break is now work. So it's hard. Absolutely. But I think it's well worth the effort. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. But you got to try. Start with 10 minutes. Work up to the hour. Don't just be like, all right, 9 o'clock, don't talk to me. Or you can do that. You just like, all right, for 10 minutes, I'm going to sit here and I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm not going to doom scroll. I'm not going to list anything. I'm not going to research anything. I'm not going to message anyone. I'm not going to talk to anybody. I'm just going to sit here and be who I am. I'm just going to sit here and be Amanda for 10 minutes. Stare off into space, look at the beautiful things that I've collected over time, and just kind of get lost in your own thoughts. Because sometimes that creates breakthroughs, that creates more inspiration for new shows, for new items, for new art. Downtime is essential for productivity in general. It gets your brain to think about something else. That's how you get good at anything. You really have to work at it, and you think about it, and you let your mind wander. You let your mind go to places that you're like, okay, what if this happened? This is what the result would be. If this happened, this is what the result would be. But then you don't dwell on it. You don't say that's what's going to happen because you don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. We have no idea. So you just got to let the thoughts come out. And sometimes you get nuggets of gold. Hi, Kathy. My favorite time in the morning is after the girl is on the bus and hubby has left for work. I know, it's so quiet. It's so nice. It's so relaxing. The boys will go to grandma's house sometimes and I'll stay home. It's refreshing to be able to just do whatever you want without consequence. I'm going to eat pizza standing in the kitchen because I can. Straight out of the fridge. That's right, Amanda. Hi, Sheena. Fill your cup. Can't pour from an empty cup. It's 100% true. 100% true. And that is what I deal with on a daily basis. That is really hard for me. So I'm working up to not listing things when I sit out there. It's really hard because they're right there. And I'm just sitting there. Like there's no such thing as downtime for me. And I need to accept that. I need to make downtime. Create the space. Because that's we all have that power. We have the power to create our own realities just by making certain decisions. Now we can, not saying the world is flat and you should run off the edge. That's not what I said. What I'm saying is, like, it's hard to explain. Hi, Chingwin. Hi, Kelby. My brain is a little fried today. I have a show tonight on another space. I have to work at the booth tomorrow, which is crazy. So I'm going to be over there. And then I have Paper Palooza on Saturday. And I've got tons of goodness coming for you guys. So I've got to finish loading that show. I might do a pop-up Thursday or Friday. I haven't decided. But look for that because, that's what I do. And then, I start my new job on Monday. So we shall see how I can do things. And then next weekend, I'm going to Springfield. So if you have requests and you want me to find you something, I will be your personal shopper. Happily, I will find you whatever you need within reason if it exists at the market. Thank you, Sun from New Jersey. Hooray! I love sunshine. So, I just got to keep my brain, keep an open mind. Open mind. Positive influence, right? I've been up since 3 when the puppies woke up. Oh, puppies. WhatNot merch. Yeah, I don't know is WhatNot going? Have you heard? I haven't heard anything from Tiffany if they're going to have a tent or not. Last year, you could live sail from the WhatNot tent at Springfield, and that was awesome. So like I would run around. We ran around and found things in the morning, and then I would go live at 1:00 and sell the things I found. It was so much fun. So I'll definitely be live and doing fun videos and reels and shorts and stuff on here, Instagram and YouTube next weekend. So make sure you pay attention for that. It's going to be super fun. But I think I have reached my limit today. So I'm going to go and raid somebody. So last chance to look in the bin. There's not a ton of things in there, but it's all brand new stuff. So thank you guys for joining me. You're amazing. You can do it. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone, for coming and being here and consistently coming back. It's nice. It really is. Sincerely. 20. Hi, BookQuest. you know, you guys are great. I want to see everybody succeed because there's plenty of room in the world for all of us. You know? Thank you guys. I love you very much. Tawani, we were just getting ready to raid. So we're gonna raid somebody. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. We're gonna go. We're gonna go see Hodge. Hodge is awesome. She's always a joy. So we're gonna go caca at Hodge. It's okay. You can rewatch it on YouTube. But I love you, and you guys are great. And have a wonderful day. Tell Hodge I said caca.